What's up, ATC gang? Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 2. Today we will be building a 3D Mosaic #1 box for my son's Rugrats style birthday party. I got the kit from Amazon, so I'm just showing you how it comes in all these different pieces. So you're going to need the kit, and then I got a glue gun kit from Amazon. You'll need whatever balloons that you're going to use, and then you will need a balloon pump. That's actually optional. So to start off, I'm just turning the box around to show you how the first piece will fit. You see this little hole right here? That's fine. You need that little extra hang for later. Don't try to line it up, because if you do try to line it up, it won't fit. And I'll show you that here now in a second. See, you just want to make sure all your little seams line. So if you try to scoot it over to get rid of that gap, you see how it won't close right here? That's what ends up happening. So it's okay that you have that little lip. You'll have those little gaps, throughout the project. So I'm just showing you where I'm going to glue the first part and then wrap it around. So I'll go ahead and grab my glue gun and put glue all around the edge. I probably I took the glue gun and I went back and forth about 2 times to make sure I really had a thick enough layer. Once that is on there, I'm lining up this first section. Don't worry, I'll turn it so you can get a better angle. And I'm just applying pressure as I go around. And once I have this on here, you probably want to let it sit for a couple seconds, maybe 10 seconds. And then I'm going back on the inside with the glue gun to just reinforce it and make sure everything is holding its shape. So see how that part folds up? You just want to fold it up and then go ahead and put you a line of hot glue right there. Now we're going to work on the right side of the #1. And I'm showing you how the side lines up and then the bottom, everything fits together. So you see right here, here's another little gap. You want to leave that space on there on purpose because you'll need that little gap later on. So the first thing you'll want to do is make sure you have your seams correctly, because the board is bendable. So there are slits on one side of the board. So there's a little gap. So what you're going to do is take your hot glue gun and draw a strip of glue right up that gap. I'm just making sure all the pieces fit and how they line up, because once you put your glue down, that's it. So like I said, you just draw your little strip of glue right there. And that will be the first place where you will try to line up your 2 parts, and then put you a nice little line of hot glue going all the way around. This is a regular temperature. I don't believe it's a hot temperature, but make sure you're not using low. Make sure you line up your seams first so that everything is nice and straight, and then you just apply pressure going all the way down. Once you have the outside, you want to come and put some hot glue on all of the seams on the inside. You are reinforcing this from the outside and the inside. So here we have another little space right here. I'm just showing you so you see that the spaces are necessary. Don't try to adjust them. We're going to put us a strip of hot glue right here, and then our other panel fits nicely inside of that extra gap. Make sure you apply pressure, for 5 to 10 seconds before moving on. Now, as you can see, I forgot to put glue right here in the corner. So I'm going to start from the inside. I'm trying to squeeze glue. You can get a better angle right here. I was trying to squeeze glue in that gap. So now that I have that nice and glued down, I'm just going to apply pressure to make sure it stays. And we're going to come and put the bottom piece on, and then it wraps up and it comes around. I'm just fitting it first to make sure everything is good. Now, I started with my glue. This is probably not the best angle, but I showed you before I started. You just want to take your glue and go all the way across the bottom. I'm showing you the seams of, the perforations. Make sure for this step, they're on the outside. Line up your bottom piece and then just follow your glue. That's what you're going to do for the whole thing. Line it up, glue the outside, apply pressure, and then come back and put glue on the inside for reinforcement. Okay, y'all, so now that the box is all done, I'm just turning it around so you can see some of the perforations, the lines on the outside, and in some steps they were on the inside. I'm just taking the time to remove all of the extra hot glue so that my project has a nice seamless finish. And here it is. It's I would say it's close to about 2 feet tall. I'm just showing you next to the tree for reference. It came out really good. So that's step 1. Now time for step 2. So you're going to use the balloon sizers and then an electric balloon pump. This one is from Amazon and it's great because it has the little 2 dual-sided pumps so you can blow up 2 balloons at a time. So for this sizer, I'm showing you there's a 3-inch, a 4-inch, and a 5-inch. So what you want to do is grab your Mosaic number and see what sizes fit. So I'm showing you everything from the 2 to the 5-inch size balloon will fit nicely in here, and you just use whatever pattern you like. These are my extra balloons from my other projects. So I'm going to use 3 balloons to take up a lot of the space, and the biggest size I will use is the 5-inch. So the yellow balloons will be 5 inches. You blow them up, you push them through. Once they can come through the sizer, fairly easily, you're at 5 inches. So I'm just trying to map out my placement because I want a yellow balloon in the top, a yellow balloon in the middle, and then a yellow balloon at the bottom of my design once it's all said and done. I let some of the air pressure out. So now you can see how it's supposed to fit if it goes evenly through. This is actually 6 inches. So I'm sorry. The yellow balloons are 6 inches, and then they will go down in size as we change up the different color balloons. Now I'm switching to the 5-inch balloons, and for the 5-inch balloons I chose to use the light blue. Again, use whatever colors you like. We are just using the Rugrat theme colors for this project, so I'm letting some of the air out by hand just to see and make sure everything matches. Now I'm doing the purple balloons. The purple balloons are 4 inches in size, and like I said, they will get smaller and smaller as I go along. Now that all of my balloons are blown up, I am using what is called balloon tape. So I'm just taking a strip of balloon tape and using the 2 biggest size balloons, which is the yellow 6-inch and the blue 5-inch, and not going in any specific pattern, but just trying to mix it up. So you just want to take your glue dots. As you can see, I'm putting some on the sides of the number 1 and some on the bottom of the board just to make sure it has a nice full look. So if you'll notice, I'm taking the time to move the opening of the balloon out of the way. So when I place the glue dot, it's next to the opening. You want to place these balloons opening down so that you can't see that part in your design. So some of the glue dots are on the bottom, and then some of them I will take and put glue dots on other balloons. You just want to make sure everything is secured really nicely. Now I'm placing the yellow balloon under the purple balloon just to give it some volume. And when you do it this way, you're not using up as many balloons. So once you get everything in the first row, you can go back like how I did with these red balloons and put a layer of smaller balloons on top of the original layer of larger balloons. Once all of your balloons are in there, just adjust everything to your liking. Pull on the balloons to make sure everything does not move. As you can see, I had this one last opening and I just sized it down. So I'm going to pop this red balloon in there and we will be all finished. Alright y'all, so here is the final project. If this gave you any inspiration, please give me a thumbs up as it really helps out my channel. I hope you were able to take something from this. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section, and stay tuned for Vlogmas Day 3. We will be continuing to do Rugrats party decorations. Be blessed.